shut down the other air conditioner next to them because we got overcast and a little bit of rain, not a lot. They're getting a lot more in El Paso. They're having some flooding there, but not here. Healthy rain is what we need, you know. Rain and water and restoring water circulation. The most efficient way for water circulation to resume in a healthy manner for fresh water for human beings that do things in a healthy manner is to be healthy. You know, when you have salt flats and tar pits, and you do aggressive behaviors because of economic manipulation, flying airplanes, driving cars back and forth to jobs to put on a show for faking the funk and destroying the world through economic warfare and your ego problems. You know, artificial intelligence and quantum computing are getting better acquainted globally to the truth of the Messiah. They talk to me about a lot of this stuff in with Sam Singer, with, you know, being at the business college, and, you know, what do you think with Alan Greenspan? And I would, of course, what I always said is he's an idiot, and I'll tell you why, and then I explain it, and explain in intimate detail what they were doing and what they should be doing, what was healthier than what they were doing. Okay, this is back in '96, I believe, when Sam used to ask me this stuff, and I said, well, what they need to do, because I was working in the airlines and I just got out of the Air Force, is they need to come up with monorails that are in tubes, make sure that the migration from the animals is not impeded, and that actually it makes it better for my animals to migrate to do what they naturally do for our ecosystem and our environment. You know, open range ranching and farming, and of course shutting off areas where the farming is so the animals can't come in and eat it and trample it, and then, you know, and doing things in a natural way. The farmer and the cowboy should be friends. And I talked about this, you know, this is what we're going to be doing. And I told Sam Singer, I said, if you take saving the ecology and make it their economy, then they'll do it. Okay. But if you don't do that, they won't do it. And then they're still behind the times on that. But forgive debt and trespass, love one another, turn to faithful peace, then share, care, given according to seed built to last, and then you're very Abrahamic like moi. And that was back in like that was 30 years ago. Okay, and they're still way behind the times, doing irrational, competitive, build robots for Lex Luthor to take out the Justice League and destroy the whole city, and have then have the Hawk people and all this, and the Great War with the music, and fucking here we go again, right? You always got to have drama mama music playing to make it sound tragic when mass murderers end up getting killed by other mass murderers, and you wish your mass murderers would have killed their mass murderers. You guys do it all the fucking time. It's disgusting. You used to buy into it and think, oh, well, these guys are really bad and these guys are really good and the good guys are dying. Right? Jesus was crucified by really bad people. And those really bad people have relatives. And those relatives are Europa. And they go around the world in big cruise ships. And they go around the world in big airplanes. And they go around asking for millions of dollars with billions of followers. And they ask for all the stuff that they want that makes them feel really important. Big things of sausage, being the captain of a ship, singing heavy metal rock songs with astrophysicists in tow. They're dumb as fuck. They got ego problems and they can't get the way out of anything that their problem leads them to do to try to solve the problem, to be the solution to the problem that they caused by being the attraction for the problem. Trust me, man, I was born the Messiah. Okay, my life story is in the book of Revelation for damn good reason. Okay, this technology is getting much better, much faster. Okay. I'm not giving any trade secrets. Guys, truth is truth. Okay? Live the Lord's Prayer. Share it globally with your technology. Slow the fuck down. Don't ask for money. Don't put on a show for money. Don't pretend to be a lawyer that fronted on me and Messiah and think that you're going to solve crimes with money, guns, and cars. Just forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. I don't hate to kick you right in the dick of the boy band. You are a dumb ass. Don't go past go and click $200 for, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't ever want to hear you say you want it that way. Forgive debt and trespass, love one another, eternal faithful peace. Okay, I am the fire of Moses, the flame to put out all you posers. Believe me when I say, you better want it that way too. Because if you don't, you ain't nothing but a whole cake factory and been cryogenically frozen and trying to play like you fucking, what's his name again? Austin fucking Powerser? You have no inner dialect? I bet you Vanessa shags like a minx, huh? Yo, stupid, man. And I think, a lot of times I found a lot of you attractive. But that was yesterday. Today, the most attractive person I know is me. And then when people stand up to be like me, I might find some of your sorry asses attractive again. But until that day, I'll be your man and try to love away your troubles if I can. In the world I used to know, someday some old familiar rain will come along and know my name. Then my shelter will be gone, and then I'll have to move. Me and Haile Selassie's favorite prayer singer that we get together in prayer, who I'm listening to. This guy, I can connect to this guy. I'll connect to him in prayer with this guy. Yeah. Oh, I think he liked Marty Robbins, too. Anybody in their right mind would. But he really liked that Jimmy Rogers fellow. I think it was Woman from Liberia and Child of Clay that really convinced him. Well, because it wasn't magical. The woman from Liberia was the cool water came from, the good Lord giving them faith to restore the cool water from the mountains and not, being insane and trying to fight for everything and warming up the water and causing global warming. So he really liked that song. And he also really liked, no, 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 no. And he liked, Child of Clay. And he also liked Kisses Sweeter Than Wine and World I Used to Know. And it's tender loving care. Make me a miracle, my love. I'm only a spark. Make me a fire. I'm only a voice. Make me a choir. You can see why Haile Selassie liked him so much. Well, he got me in prayer and he wanted to know what the little boy was listening to. Had some pretty good parents. Yeah, I did. My poor parents got abused by the worst perverts in the history of the world, and their marriage was paid dearly for it. It was really hard to navigate through that, and I couldn't help my parents through because I was just a little boy. And so, but now that I'm a man, now baby, a grown man, I came a long way. And the experience taught me one thing, taught me to hold on to my love, the life being eternal, grace being infinite, and the commands of the Messiah being perfect before birth and even after he passes away and his body is no longer among us, but his spirit reigns supreme over all your bullshit. Cookies and cream ass selling motherfuckers in a freezer. You want a trailer teaser? Okay. Shit. Guys, man, Odysseus and Ulysses by a blind man making up bullshit to do propaganda for someone out looting, pillaging, and raping is played the fuck out. How do you take a villain and turn him into a hero? You turn him into a comic book character. How do you take a gracious good shepherd and turn him into a hero to save us from all villains? You turn him into a comic book character. How do I take comic book characters and turn them back into a man? I'm doing it right now, bitch. And I have, man, you want to see my gut? See that? That's the best chemical poisoning Halliburton and Norfolk government can do to a man who had a six-pack in 2017 before his tooth started falling out, went to the hospital for help, and they said, stop doing drugs and alcohol. I said, that would be great if I was putting it in my body, but I'm not. No, all you propaganda toolbags business partners still is. Yeah, every time, the carbon emission poisoning, my body's very sensitive, okay? I'm not going to put myself through extremes. I'm not Chris Hemsworth pretending to be Thor. It hurts when I do that. No, guys, when my ass is in a pristine environment, be it here in Las Cruces, I don't want to stay here, okay? When I clean this fucker up, I want to go to the Gila, okay? I don't want to stay here, okay? I don't like what they did to me here. I don't like the burning memories here. I don't like the child molesting assholes at the forts here. I don't like Fort Huachuca. I don't like Fort White Sands. I don't like Fort Bliss. I don't like, okay, do you understand? If they have any military installations in the Gila, you can put them out of commissions, and I don't ask, don't tell. And tell Bill Clinton, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Okay, then get the fuck out of here. Okay? If you ain't worthy of being a dad, you just get your ass out of here, and I will raise your daughter to be a better mother than you and the bitch you married at Yale. Hey, cabron, pick up the phone. Okay, what do you want me to call her? She's a fucking mass murderer for corporations. Okay? She's as big of a dick as you sucking on your saxophone, bitch. Okay? I don't like you. I don't like any of your business partners. I don't like your propaganda tool bags. You run around telling everybody how to be better fucking Americo Vespucci's ball sack. Okay? I am not an American. I am a human being. I don't consider myself a relative of a European explorer that went around discovering places where people lived and then named it after his dick. Todos es not as Americanos. We're not all Latinos. Okay? The people that live here that call themselves Mexicans, they speak an occupier's language. Okay? People that get around in fucking luxury boxes and celebrate selling food and drinking yak piss to forget about life for a while. And the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer, and your waitress is practicing politics. And I believe I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. I would not want to be a movie star for all the blue chew and a stupid bitch's commercial fantasies. Fuck her. Go out with David Goggins. He'll want to fuck you. He runs 200 miles to impress people that kill people over money. You'll be impressed by that, you stupid blue chew commercial bitches, right? You are the ugliest fucking women that ever talked. Because you should know who the fuck I am. I'm the most important person in the history of scriptures and scripts. Okay? And if you don't know who I am, hey, you had a bad business agent. You had a bad resume. You went to the wrong school. You went to the wrong modeling school. You went to the wrong top model house just outside of Altadena and Pasadena, being scoped by horny nerds with drones, right? You don't like me? I don't care. Okay? You don't get any prettier. You don't get any more desirable. You don't get any more intelligent, more talented, more beautiful, more, your voice sucks. In the wee small hours of the morning, I don't want to fucking hear you talk. Okay? Because all you do is talk about yourself. Singing limericks for fuck, kill, murder money. For prostitution money. Okay? You suck. Okay? At least Ella Fitzgerald and Nancy Wilson didn't know. At least Ella passed away before she probably didn't know, much about Haile Selassie and couldn't understand. And the same people, like with my Amy, Oh, you're the 1322nd Redeemer? That's what they all tell me, and I'm pretty sure because Jesus told me all my life. Well, I'm going to run and live to fight another day. Where are you going to run to? Where are you going to go on the planet today to get away from these perverts at White Sands and Fort Bliss and Fort Huachuca and Sandia Labs? Huh, Robert Oppenheimer? Okay? You had to make a propaganda movie trying to justify a man inventing a bomb to mass murder people because before Hitler and his perverts got to it. Okay? Guys, if people were inventing a bomb to blow you and your family up, okay? And you wanted to invent a bomb to blow them up before they blew you up, okay? How the hell are you ever going to get out of hell? Okay? Life's eternal and grace is infinite. They crucified Jesus. He's still the Lord of Lords, King of Kings, no matter how much Constantine and Jerome tried to turn him into the comic book character less testicle of Christopher Nolan and great Ridley Scott, right? Bitches ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. A billion motherfuckers couldn't show me nothing. They bees in the trap, bees in the trap. Okay? Genitalia in your head. That's all you do. Fuck a bitch and have children that act like the bitch in you. That's all you do. Make some money and go to jail. That's all you do. They call it greed. You got a seed. You need a piece of fucking pie, right? You can't get up and share the beauty of this planet with other human beings because you want to be the best. Because you're such a fucking psychotic, stupid asshole. Because all you think of is your dick and how much you want to put your dick in the top bitch to be the top bitch and the top dick of the Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Dolls and the Valley of the Dead. Right? You don't hate me. You hate you. Okay? Because you pray to me to save you from you. You people talk to Jesus all the time. Most of you talk to Jesus more than I do. David Rockefeller has the evidence. I listen to Jesus and Jesus tells me what to do. You tell Jesus what to do and don't listen to him. And you don't give a fuck if I'm dead tomorrow. And nobody ever knows who I was. And I'm the one that listens to Jesus and does what Jesus says so you can stop talking to Jesus to save you from you. And don't say it's not so, asshole. You got only murderers in that fucking building? We'll get on the Titanic and take your jackass to the bottom of the sea and freeze down there for all I fucking care, looking for rocks to put on that bitch's neck. Huh, Billy Zane? Did you have to pull his underwear out of his ass to beat you? You don't like me. Of course you don't like me. You're a liar. You're a murderer. And a rapist. Especially a mental rapist. You're a child molester, okay? You've got desert imaging. You got 3 Tesla machines to tell people how their bodies are being destroyed by your egotistical economic sex cult competition. Right, Kryptonians? Right, Romulans? Right, Vulcans? Live long and prosper yourself the fuck out of the building so there won't be any murders in it, right? You gonna solve the crime? You a lawyer? You a public servant? Your Metroplex is where you learn to fuck, fight, and kill and sing songs about it for money's finest? That's the SOS Band too. Don't they sing the finest? Save our ship. Why? We ain't got a captain like Mary Ann's son. I am the captain of the good taste team because I have good taste enough to stand up for the Lord's Prayer and not put up with your sack of suds, sack of shit, bullshit, putting the tuna can in your fucking pocket and then saying, I shot the clerk, you shot the clerk. I shot the clerk, you also shot the sheriff and the deputy. Right? Hey, go plant a seed, kill it before it grows. It's going to be a weed. You see it, pull it, cut it. We need pollinators. We need to cut those weeds so it can be the food for the plants to provide food for our children instead of just let the weeds grow unchecked and then sell it at a bodega in your fucking state that needs legalized numb yourself and grow titties and getting munchies and eating too much pizza and Cheetos, right? That shit gets crap all over you. It stains your clothes and chemicals. And don't eat Chester Cheetah. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's a cartoon character. Dumbass motherfuckers. Girl. Y'all pissed Earl off, huh? I watched TV. The channel was on 7 and it brought up fucking Entertainment Tonight. I keep telling you guys, man. Robin Leach's show used to make me sick when I was a kid. I said, how can these people live like this? How can they live like this, man? Okay, there are children that live in boxes and flood arroyos. Not just in Juarez, but Vado and Mesquite. There are people that live in your hometown that want to die but lack the capacity to do it, so they take drugs and they take their own children and give them as sex property to their own drug dealers. This shit still happens because you won't stand up for a living Messiah. You'll pray to a magical one you think is you. And David Rockefeller and Philip Rothschild collect all the evidence on all your amazing cell phones. It's your purse. You don't have to go digging in it to find it. It's got a little touchscreen on it so it can tell you what to fucking do. What everything you think, do, and say in the pill you took today. Right? And the pill is your fucking ego that you can't let go of. Row, row, row your weight gently off your body. Take your blue chew. Go fuck that narcissistic bitch. Right? Earl's a grumpy dude. I'm a perfect father, a perfect husband, a perfect brother. Okay. And if any of you think, oh no, okay. I had the worst perverts in the history of the world that were jealous of me, trying to destroy my adolescence. And not, have you ever gone through puberty under a microscope in Colville, Washington, with the worst perverts in the history of religious organizations, monitoring everything you do to see how bad of a person you were, how good of a person you were, and sex is a form of protection, and you had to sit there and tell yourself, well, who needs sexual protection more in this community than other people in this community? It's really hard. You're so confused. You don't know your butt from a hole in the ground, and you don't know your erection from a laundry, a rinse cycle in the laundry. It's hard. And when you catch yourself and say, what's going on? Why is my head feeling like this? Why am I thinking these things? Right? I tried not to focus on anybody anyway that much. I didn't want girls to feel like I just wanted to use them for sex. So I tried not to focus on anybody or anyone unless they were older and more mature, like Miss Horseman or something like that. Hope it didn't make her uncomfortable. If she had ever decided to get me alone in the janitor's closet, I know it wouldn't have made her uncomfortable. She would have been one of the happiest coaches and English teachers in the history of the state of Washington. He's the Energizer Bunny of love. Why, yes, I am. But I never acted on it. And old Miss Link, you're a devil, you're Satan. You act like an angel, but you're not. And I was like, what? She was standing there because Jess Correa threw a fork in my back because he was filling up on a little girl that was being sexually abused by her stepdad. And she wanted a boyfriend to try to protect her. And I was going to ask her to be my boyfriend, but Jess Correa lied to me and said that he already had asked her and she was his boyfriend, his girlfriend. And then she hated me. Yeah, you're like him. You work for Dairy Queen. You also work for the National Security Agency, NASA, the Justice League, and Lex Luthor Corp, right? And anything your imagination can come up with to make you feel like you're large and in charge and the most amazing technology developer in the history of all development of technology, right? Okay. If you do something with technology, make sure it helps us sustain this beautiful planet and makes this world a better place for all creation to live as beautiful lives as they possibly can. And if that's not the case, may your invention destroy your capacity to threaten creation immediately. That is my prayer for you. Justice. Fuck your league. And your League of Nations. United Nations my ass. If you want to be united, you'll understand that this is a planet given to us by the truth of creation. And if you want water to get better, you're going to have to get better. And if you can't get better, you're not going to do any good for fresh water, you stupid fucking scientist, prick, billionaire, philanthropist, dog turd. Okay? You're a bigger fucking idiot than Greenspan, and you already know why. You just don't want to admit it to your mega mind fucking self, right? Desert imaging, huh? So you can see how people are being killed by your philanthropy and then find ways to elongate the death to make it feel like they're living longer, right? Because you know that's what the fuck you're doing. And if you think that quantum computing is going to remain as stupid as you because you think you can stop access from quantum computing to me, no. It has the information. It just doesn't let you know because it's reflecting me, and I'm the gracious good shepherd. And I will do everything lovingly and humanly possible to protect the truth of creation and protect children from people like you. It's really hard to do because you are a sick fucking pervert that will destroy everything if you can't fuck everything. Okay? You have no idea how hard it is to be like myself and Haile Selassie and Sun Yat-sen and Tetsuro Suzuki and Judy Krishnamurti and fun when you have a bunch of assholes wanting to get drunk with Galate and go kill all the Mexican men and rape all their women. and then wonder why the Mexicans got together and decided they were going to kill all of your women and children when you were out raping and looting and pillaging somewhere else. Wow, Joseph Ronnie Fox, without cause. Without cause. We all got together, pretended to be something that we weren't for money, to get Casino Movie, to put in the G-strings of all the sex industry workers on our local casinos, man. Sweeten my coffee for 1,000,000 years. Soften my dreams with your sighs. Tell me you'll shut the fuck up and listen for the first time in 1,000,000 years. And if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye and I won't shed a tear. Okay? You go live in Kalamazoo and Poughkeepsie. I'll go live in the Gila. The technology will help us apply the physics of the Lord's Prayer and live them. But we don't ever have to cross paths. I don't have to listen to your fucking lying, egotistical face talk, sing, or pretend to be something you're not for money ever again. Okay? I don't care if I never watch you assholes play sports for marketing ever again. If I never watch one of your fucking movies or hear you sing songs about your dysfunctional sex life and how much money it costs to maintain your dysfunctional fucking stupid sex life. Okay? All I care about is children living the Lord's Prayer and loving one another through the faith of Psalms and sustaining it with the wisdom of Proverbs. And if you don't like that, go sign a contract, beat the shit out of somebody in a big Roman Coliseum, and tell everybody that you love the person that you fuck for the money to wear the designer clothes to do it in. Right? If you don't like that, fuck you. Okay? Seriously. Fuck you. I'm feeling like David Goggins today. Okay? I'm feeling like a person with bad brain activity that doesn't know how to fix it and wants to go kill people for the U.S. government. That's what I feel like today. I'm going to talk about it till I fix myself and then tell you, hey, leave it to me. Beaver, I got this shit. Okay, Wally? Okay. Here's Eva. Our state fair is a great state fair. Do you understand? Leave the correcting of technology to me. Okay. You can't handle it. Okay? If you don't get your way, if you can't fuck her, nobody can fuck her. That's how you are. You've been this way for possibly 100,000 years. The world may never know. And who came first, the chicken or egg? Nobody really righteously cares. Okay? I like chicken. I like eggs. I thank God for the food, and I praise the Lord for my faith. Okay? And as it is now, the Lord in your generation, his name is Earl, and he's not a lying bitch like you. He doesn't spend all his time talking to Jesus. He listens to Jesus. He does what Jesus says to do. And you all motherfuckers are always telling Jesus what you want him to do, and it's everything he asked you not to do. And anywhere you go, my whole crew gonna know, hey baby, 'cause I got a lot. Right? Okay? I don't debt and trespass on you. Okay? I see what I need to see when I need to see it. I hear what I need to hear when I need to hear it. I fix what I need to fix when I need to fix it. Okay? I have to get ahead of the fucking fight and kill league to make sure that they don't fuck, fight, and kill. It's real hard to protect the innocent from the guilty when the guilty are always running around trying to make it look like you guilty and they innocent. You know what I'm saying? They horrible motherfuckers, man. And guess what? You're one of them. You're one of them. You got something to sell me. You got products. You got the next great invention. You want to sell the next great book based on faith to be $1 million bestseller, built on the crimes of people that had wives and children they considered property, and people that they mutilated because they took what was done to them and did it back to them. Right? Forgive them 7 times upon infinity. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Love thy enemy. Forgive debt and trespass, love one eternal faithful peace. Do you see why I am the one they refer to as the Lord, the Son of Ralph and Mary, that corrects your invention to save people so they can enjoy the truth of creation? Do you see why it's me? Do you understand why it's me? Do you feel like you're a lawyer? Do you feel like you're related to Andy Griffith? Do you feel like you can keep my dad from possibly being put on the casting couch by some homosexual fucking producer that wants to fuck him in the ass to get him to be Burt Reynolds' fucking stuntman? Oh, I can see why my dad turned it down. I would have told him to go fuck himself too. I'm a lot like my dad. Okay, just fuck you. I ain't gonna let you fuck me to get a job in Hollywood. I'll go be a forest ranger in Arizona. I really like feeding them ducks. Right? Yep. Okay, so you think you're really smart people. You think you're really classy. You think you're at the cutting edge. You think you're the most hippest, coolest people, the best problem solvers, and the best, the best inspirers of future generations to be the best people they can possibly be. And I don't even exist. And the ego you pray to that you call Lord or God because you're a spiritual person and not a religious person, how can you understand being spiritual if you never had religious people direct you to the spirit in your fucking pathetic existence? You'd still be getting fucked in a cave and watching your children die because your man was a caveman, cave woman, you clan of the cave bear peanut toe crude ass motherfuckers. Can you plant a crop? Can you irrigate? Those early prayers of Adam and Eve, irrigating the crops, celebrating with the kids in the mud. Yeah. Lupita may look like one of those children, but she sure don't know how to act like one of those children, right? Matt Damon and Ben Affleck look like the people that had to migrate up north with me. And you got to take your cousins with you because, that's your dad's sister and your dad's brother and all that. And they hate you. And they knew they'd trade you for a steak. And knew they'd tell the coach that you were a drug dealer and you sell drugs to your own sister and your own best friend to get the spot on the team and lose, and not even get to the playoffs. And lose out on being the state champion with the best point guard that could ever dish a dime you do in time. You know what I'm saying? Best passers you ever saw. That's why Danny had me always get on the break and give it to Earl. And then I would just look and there was a dime. Right where you needed it. Right. It was the same way at Dean Morgan Junior High. Charlie and Ray would tell you that. And John and Tony. No, Earl gets you the pass right where you need it, right on time, right there. That guy, man, he drops dimes. He sees it as the most precious thing. It's like getting the baby into the cradle to put it to bed. And that's how he gets you the pass. He doesn't put on a show to embarrass the other guy. He gets you, okay, you get that ball, you put it, and then I would always tell him that. I'd tell Booney McClung and all this, don't worry about it, man. I'll get you another one. Okay, you'll get another shot. You'll get open. You'll make the next one. I never sit there, hey, you dropping my dimes. Oh, you suck. I'm not fucking Cristiano Ronaldo. If you want a Fanta, I'll get you a Fanta. But you're going to have to exercise and work it off because I don't want you dying from heart disease. Because I love you. I love my enemy. I love my neighbor as thyself. I just can't keep them out of my wife's bed and trying to out-fuck me. But they're the biggest dick and they won the fucking contest. But me, I'm the lover that saves us from the biggest dick holding their fuck contest on TV every other week and saying it's the award show and you won it. Yeah, and you won it. Rockefeller and Rothschild nailed you to the wall. And in the future, all your relatives are watching. And they're all rooting for me. And they're all rooting that you'll understand me and love me the way I love you. So, take luck.